The act or process of imparting or acquiring general knowledge, developing the powers of reasoning and judgment, and generally of preparing oneself or others intellectually for mature life. Over the last century, there has been major changes to the social structures in society which have implications on institutions, families, and individuals.
One of these changes has been Western society's views of children and their role in the family. Children are seen as having immeasurable value, and the idea of childhood is something that many people believe should be preserved. Parents focus on nurturing their children and encouraging leisure activities. There has been a major shift with the introduction of compulsory education for all children, taking them out of the workforce. A century ago, children were viewed as another source of income as they could work from a young age, whereas now they are viewed more as a later investment as education can be expensive, but benefits children greatly and can shape them for future success in the workforce.
Many parents invest in education so that their children may be able to attain higher socioeconomic status than the one they grew up in. Education benefits individuals and their families as it makes increasing your position in society and your quality of life possible. Education also benefits society as a whole, as it allows boys and girls both equal access to study and demonstrates that both genders can equally achieve academically. This provides women access to degrees at university that lead to jobs that have traditionally been male-dominated, which could lead to more equal division of labour in the workforce between men and women. However, a conflict still exists in our society between the valued belief that an individual can achieve anything if they work hard, despite the pre-existing classes and social structures. There are many different types of schools such as private, public, selective, special education schools, primary and secondary, as well as TAFEs and universities.
The types of schooling available for children depend on the financial status of their caregivers, which results in unequal access to schooling, with higher socioeconomic status families obtaining access to higher quality opportunities and resources. To solve this issue and create more equality based on ability rather than financial means, more scholarships should be funded by the government into private schools, and public schools should be given more funding as well. Welfare groups and charities such as the Smith Family and the Salvation Army help to provide financial support to struggling families by providing stationery, school supplies, uniforms, and even meals for the children.
The government has also used affirmative action to provide scholarships for children from disadvantaged families and low socioeconomic areas, as well as scholarships available for Indigenous Australians. Another change over the last century to education has been the emphasis now placed on tertiary education. Tertiary qualifications are necessary for many areas of employment, and in many families it is expected of young adults to attend university rather than to just join the unskilled workforce. To conclude, the value of education over the last century has evolved to a communal belief that education empowers and provides greater opportunities. The shift in the government's support and opinion of education has altered the gap between social classes and the standard of education and resources attained by each.